3 years later. 5 years later. We're a community, and I'm so happy you spoke out, woman. I mean, I didn't know her 5 years ago. We've become friends, and I'm so happy that we all dare to speak out and share. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because there's something really important happening. All of you have presented amazing ideas, and if they get implemented, they're going to change the world a tiny bit, but for a lot of better, whatever. There are also a lot of ideas out there that Klaus Schwab is working on to redesign the world, and we're going to get new organizations, we're going to get new structures, and it's all going to be better. Except there's one thing missing. Unless you have good leaders, a perfect world is going to go down the drain. And we need to find more people who are good people, who are qualified people, who are willing to lead the public institutions, governmental, intergovernmental, that ultimately are going to make sure that all these things that we're doing have an effect that they will reach all 7 billion people on this planet. But we also realize that in our group, not even 6% of the YGLs are currently holding an office and a position in public office. And we're realizing that many of us, including myself, might want to enter public office, but there's so many impediments. There's so many reasons why we're afraid or we don't want to, including, you know, bureaucracy, compensation, the quality of the peers you would work with. I mean, there's a whole list of issues. And we quizzed you about it, and we found out that this issue is something that's really high on the mind of many of you, and we need to start addressing it. So I hope that tonight, if you're interested, I or one of my colleagues has a little bit of time to present you the main results, because I'm sure you're curious to know what came out. But what our wish is for the coming 5 days is, once we've told you the results, can you please spread the word? This redesigned world won't go anywhere unless we have qualified leaders. And there are too many impediments for all of us to start leading that world. And we need to work together, not just this community, but anybody you run into, to start thinking about how do we address them. One of the thoughts we had is, you know, we need master classes from people who understand how to communicate with the masses. One of the ideas we had is we need to, you know, go through impediment by impediment and figure out how to break them down. How do we work on work-life balance? All these things that you identified. But we can't start doing any of that unless we start spreading the word. So please, become partner in that kind of change.